warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, on this occasion, I will convey the folklore of Putri Pandan Berduri from Riau Island Province. The legend of Putri Pandan Berduri. Once upon a time, in the Riau Island, there lived a batin from a group of sea tribes on Bintan Island. The inlet is called Batin Lagoi. One day, Batin Lagoi was strolling on a beach overgrown with dense pandanus bushes. In the middle of fun walking, suddenly Batin Lagoi heard the sound of crying from the dense pandanus bush. Lagoi's mind immediately searched for the origin of the sound. That surprised him when he saw a baby girl crying in the middle of a pandanus bush. Lagoi felt pity and immediately took the baby home. The beautiful baby girl was later named Putri Pandan Berduri. Batin Lagoi was very fond of Putri Pandan Berduri and took care of her like the king's daughter. All the princess wishes were followed by Batin Lagoi. There are many hearts around the princess who are ready to serve all the needs of Putri Pandan Berduri. However, Putri Pandan Berduri is not an arrogant person. Instead, she was a princess who was smooth in her language, gentle valet, and good in ethics. Batin Lagoi loved the princess even more. One day, Putri Pandan Berduri was walking to the middle of the village and met a grandmother who was carrying firewood. The grandmother looked old and tired of carrying a large amount of firewood. Putri Pandan Berduri then approached the grandmother and asked why the grandmother was still carrying firewood even though she was old. The old grandmother then replied that she lives alone, so no one helped her. Then Putri Pandan Berduri asked again why the grandmother didn't ask someone else to bring the firewood. Hearing the princess' question, the grandmother smiled and said that she was still strong and didn't want someone to harm to her life on anyone. He has to work hard every day, even though his needs are enough. The bountiful treasures will run out one day if we don't continue to make a living and just sit silent. The grandmother answer has moved Putri Pandan Berduri heart about the meaning of life and hard work to survive. Arriving at the house, Putri Pandan Berduri asked Batin Lagoi for permission to live temporarily. Putri Pandan Berduri wanted to learn from the old grandmother she had met some time ago. Heard his daughter's request, Batin Lagoi objected because she feared for her daughter's safety. However, Putri Pandan Berduri still insisted on living home and studying with her grandmother. Finally, Batin Lagoi agreed to his daughter's request. Putri Pandan Berduri immediately left the house. He only brought a few simple clothes as a chest of provisions, and there was not a single house to come with him. The grandmother was surprised to hear the request of Putri Pandan Berduri who wanted to live with her. But the grandmother did not prevent and finally stayed Putri Pandan Berduri in the grandmother's house. Day by day, Putri Pandan Berduri helps her grandmother work, starting from finding wood in the forest, then sell it in the market, cleaning house and yard, washing clothes by herself and others. Putri Pandan Berduri was happy with her job even though she looked very tired. After staying at the grandmother's house for a while, Putri Pandan Berduri returned her home with the knowledge gained during her stay with the grandmother. Putri Pandan Berduri became a wise princess, getting better her ethics. Her father make a living. So far, Putri Pandan Berduri does not understand how to make a living, but now she understands that she has to work hard every day even though she has lived a well-off life. The gentleness of Putri Pandan Berduri turned out to have captured the heart of a young man named Jenang Perkasa. The young man who had good ethics then went to Batin Lagui and intended to ask Princess Pandambaduri to be his wife. Finally, they get married and live happily. This married couple replaced Batin Lagawi, who then died, and gave birth to offspring who become for the renowness of the people of Bintan Island. This Malay folklore tells the story of Batin Lagawi, who discovered her Putri Pandambaduri and the princess desire to learn from a simple grandmother. That's the end of the story of Putri Pandambaduri from Riau, Islam Province. Thank you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.